A wolf was born. So, short one here. One time I took an Uber or a Lyft to return home from some short excursion. And during the ride, I had an interesting conversation with the driver who probably happened to be somewhere in his mid 20s at the time. I'm not sure how this conversation came about, but we suddenly started talking about just life in general, and pretty soon after that, we had this discussion about just military life. It was really interesting, and our conversation was pretty much centered around or connected to the social dynamics of servicemen when they're at the barracks and whatnot. So he mentioned a lot of stuff about interpersonal misconduct, right? How people act and behave, and usually in this context, in inappropriate ways, right? And of course, systemic abuse. And while he was discussing these things one by one, the Kubrick classic film Full Metal Jacket just appeared in my head. So I kind of pictured that as he was describing all these details. It was kind of fascinating. And I remember him bringing up just random military stuff about degrading language that was used, public shaming that took place, rumors spread about people in order to freeze them out and make them feel like excluded from a group, abuse of rank, abuse of authority. What else? Like just, those arbitrary punishments and workloads that are assigned to some soldiers that just don't make any sense at all. And, in those moments, you feel like you're taken advantage of as a new recruit, right? The pressure not to report misconduct, among so many other things he was telling me about. And anyway, long story short, at the end of it all, while he found the military experience to be just a waste of time in general, he didn't like the experience. The one thing that he learned from all of that, and this was just in his exact words, he told me, you learn to be a wolf. And he expanded on this concept, and he mentioned how you really get to know human nature for what it is, and who to trust, who not to trust, how to be on your guard, how to be aware of things, vigilant, and how to apply this mindset, this experience to the world outside the military so that people, basically they don't take advantage of you. They're not able to exploit you. And there you have it. I thought it was, a really interesting talk I had with that dude. And he was very cool, calm, collected, and he seemed to be like a man that was ahead of his time. So yeah, it is what it is. Life kind of throws us into these difficult situations sometimes, and even though it can, some of these situations are miserable, whether they're in education or in the military or at work, sometimes we can just learn some things to give us the edge, and this way we find, more comfort mentally, and we're just ready for anything else that life is going to throw at us.